Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance, episode 105 of Guess the Trades, where subscribers send in loadouts. We take a look at those and we guess in the comment section below what it is they do with those tools. Well, back in episode 104, we looked at Banana Havoc's Mellow Tough MCP01. I don't think we've ever looked at a Mellow Tough bag yet. Some really nice tools in there as well. Well, what was it that he did with those tools? He said that he is an apprentice industrial electrician. I remember some of you guessing electrician, so very good guessing on that if that was the case. And again, appreciate you, Banana Havoc, for sending in your loadout. Well, episode 105 is going to be a reload episode, so there's no guessing to be done. Basically, what this is subscribers that have a new loadout of some kind that they want to share with us, and we're going to take a look at those, but we already know what they do because they were already in a Guess the Trade video. I'm going to look at two of those today. First one that we're going to look at is Tools with Tim. He was recently in episode 42 originally, and then he was also in a reload episode of episode 70. So Tim is at the time he told me he was a handyman, a heavy DIYer, and then also he has a YouTube channel as well. If you haven't checked that out, you might want to go do that. But he's got a Veto Pro Pack TP3B and then also an SPMC that's different from his previous loadouts. So let's go ahead and check that out, see if there's any questions we have for him, see if we see some tools that we want to know what they are. But let's go ahead and jump into Tools with Tim's new loadout. So first picture here is his Veto Pro Pack TP3B. Very nice small pouch in my opinion. I actually own this and the 4B. I really like both of them. Just depends on if you want a little bit smaller bag. All these I really wouldn't probably wear as a pouch with that B on the hard base. It just feels uncomfortable to me. I think the 3B you could maybe do. Definitely not the 4B if you really wanted to, but I wouldn't make it a common thing. I'd like to just carry it as a pouch. So he's got this here. Next picture is the side view. I think he does pull these out like the tools that are in here, so we're going to see them here in a minute. There's the Klein little mini ratchet. That's the older version with the 5/16 on the side. Little vessel bit holder as well. Here is the other side of it. Small Milwaukee tape measure, some Railer bit rails, also a small or Work Pro, it looks like possibly on the pliers wrench. Actually, it's Cobalt, black handle. I should have probably known that. He's also got the Olight Arc Feld, Arc Pro. I get those names mixed up. Those are all very similar, just different finishes. Also a double-ended bit there. That looks like the one that comes out of maybe the Klein ball handle, the True Grip possibly. Also a magnetic bit holder as well. A Jonard Tools pair of needle nose pliers, and then also it looks like a small slotted screwdriver, and then those are the gear wrench adjustable tongue and groove style pliers right there. It is the Klein True Grip there, so I am going to assume again that was that bit back there. Magnetic pickup tool, a Klein either 16-in-1 or 17-in-1. It looks like that's the 16-in-1 maybe because it's got doesn't have that bit. The 17-in-1 has a bit and then a 1/4 inch, and the 16-in-1 has 1/4 inch 5/16. Then he's got the Klein crimper, Milwaukee strippers, small Doyle precision driver, the little Skill electric screwdriver. I actually own that one. That's in my house bag. I like that one okay. Again, it's not going to surpass the Vessel for me just because the Vessel feels more like a regular screwdriver. But overall, for the price, that one is not too bad. And then again, he's got the Klein True Grip ball handle right there as well. And then there is a Kaiweets KC 602 as far as his meter. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on these as much as I might would because we're not guessing, and then that way I can get through two of these. There's a nice sticker back there on that little small U.S. General toolbox as well. So here's his SPMC. Left side you can see drill holster, and the other side you can see the small little pouch as well. So he's running those on his SPMC. I don't do that, but he's got insulated Klein, also an Impact 11-in-1, little Klein bit box, the little mod box, stud buddy. Those must have been down in the little pouch. Orange Olight O-clip clipped onto the front as well. There is his Milwaukee Impact along with a fastback and chameleon measuring tape as well. Other side, he's got a pair of orange pliers. We'll have to see what those are. I'm going to assume those are Klein. Also a scribe and an ox pencil. There's where a bit box goes, along with a pair of gloves in the back, zip ties, black electrical tape. That's what's inside of there. So he's got a little headlamp clip. Looks like he's figured out a way to put that Olight O-clip on there. Also a Vera bit check. Actually, that's the smaller, the newest Christmas advent calendar. Not this year's, but the year before that. That's that smaller version of it. And then he's also swapped it out for that RA ratcheting screwdriver. I actually really like those. So there's the bits and stuff that he has in his. Looks like he's also added 2 more sockets onto his socket rail. That's a very good hack as well. But there it is, all loaded out. And then here are the tools inside of his SPMC. He's got those new Klein Ford strippers. I think that's the new version. I still need to pick up a pair of those. A pair of 180s on the Cobras and Pliers wrench, my favorite sizes. A couple different pry bars, some Aries bits holders, and then also, again, an impact ratcheting 11-in-1. He's got it set up a little differently than how it comes. And then either a 14-in-1 or 27-in-1 or 23-in-1. I can't remember what the number is on that. And then also that flip insulated screwdriver from Klein. Over on this side, we've got Knipex on the combo pliers, NWS diagonals with the, I think that's a voltage tester or a flashlight. I can't really remember. On the handle, Knipex needle nose, couple different Vera jokers. Let's see, can I see the size? The extra small and then the small, so 13-10 and 7-10 on the millimeter, but you can also use it for, you know, SAE sizes as well. Pair of Weehaw nibblers, I guess is what you'd call them, flush cuts. They're not really that kind of a flush cut. I can't remember what the exact name for those are, but and then he's also got a Milwaukee right angle adapter as well. And that is his last picture of his SPMC. Again, we can probably get back through here and get to that first picture that has like the loadout of it. There's closed bag, there's open bag. There it is as far as down inside of there. Again, he's running both pouches, but he also had that TP3B as far as his loadout as well. There's the tools that were in that. And then there's that first picture of that loaded up. But that's Tools with Tim's newest loadout of his TP3B and then his SPMC. I think he possibly has some videos of loadouts on those if you want to go check out his channel. And then it's probably got more detail on each tool, how he uses them, all those kinds of things like that if you want to go check that out. And again, I haven't talked to him like in the last little bit of, hey, has your career path changed or anything like that? But back in episode 42, he said that he was a heavy DIYer, also did some handyman stuff. And then, of course, he has the YouTube channel as well if you want to go check that out. But again, appreciate you, Tim, for sending your loadout for the reload. Again, we're not guessing, but we can learn some new things. Maybe you've got the SPMC and you saw how he had loaded something out, and that's something that you can use with yours as well. Everything's always helpful, in my opinion, to look at loadouts, look at tools, all those kinds of things like that. Well, the second reload episode is going to be Mario Flores. He was back in episode 73. Where we looked at his U.S. General cart, and he is an industrial maintenance technician in a milk processing plant. That's what he was there. So we're going to relook at his U.S. General cart as well, and then I think he's got a couple different Veto things. I think he's got a SC45, and then maybe a TP, or no, I think it's an MB5B. So we're going to take a look at those, see how his loadout's changed. Again, maybe you roll a cart around in your line of work, and this would be something useful for you to be able to look at because he's got some add-ons to the side of his. It might give you an idea of some things that you could do with your cart as well. So we're going to look at Mario's newest loadout. Let's go ahead and jump right into them. So first picture, again, U.S. General cart. This is that, I can't remember what the cart name is on it. I don't know if they call it single drawer cart or whatever it is, but this one's usually priced fairly well if you can catch it on sale. So he's got this one here. Again, he's added some stuff where he can add pack out to the sides. Looks like maybe that rail fit perfectly between a bar that he's got on there and the bottom like shelf as well. So he's got a Milwaukee pack out kit onto the side, some gloves. Over here on the back side, he's also installed like that 3-gang plate, the wall mount type stuff. So that looks like that's working out fairly well for him too. So again, this is a very good idea in my opinion, and why it's worth looking at stuff like this, because you might have this cart and you never thought to yourself, I wonder if that 3 plates measurements, I'm going to go measure it. I'm going to go to the store, get out my tape measure, see if it checks out. You know, sometimes we don't think about that stuff until we see it on somebody else's cart and we're like, oh man, why did I not think of that? That's going to be awesome. That's going to make my life a whole lot easier, being able to have my cart, add my pack out to it. So again, really like looking at loadouts like this because it gives you some great ideas. Next picture over is the MB5B blackout, I guess that it is. I think that's the MB5B because the TPXXL is the only other thing that's kind of like it, and that's got the flap, right? So this should be the MB5B blackout. We're going to see that opened up. We're not going to see all the tools in it. So I'm just going to, again, I'm not going to zoom in, and we know what he is. He's industrial maintenance in a milk processing plant. So I'm not going to like dive in every single tool. You can, for the most part, see these quick connect air fittings, lockout, tag out stuff, some hammers, different lubes. So here is a tool row. Looks like his metric wrenches by, I can't read what the name is under that, but he's got another one. Maybe we'll be able to read it on the next one. Something looks like Rhino, Fox Rhino or something like that, possibly. So here is the SAE sizes. Next picture, actually those though, let's see. I'm wondering if those are the actual, because those kind of look like the Milwaukee wrenches that I just picked up with the ink inside of them. So I think maybe he swapped out and he's just using this tool row with those wrenches. So here is the back side, or here is the bottom drawer. He's got a couple of those Molly style bags and his tool rolls and a kneeling pad down in there. And then you can see that back side is now filled in with that Milwaukee plate as well. Here is the inside of those bags, zip ties, some different metal cable it looks like as well, different fittings, things like that. Here are all the tools that are inside probably the drawer, or maybe it's one of the bags. Actually, I think this is the MB5B bag, because maybe the pictures got out of order on me, because whenever I get to the last picture, it's going to be the MB5B loaded out, and these tools are what's in there. I kind of remember them. So this is what's inside of his MB5B. He kind of took it out. Looks like he's got some vessel screwdrivers, lots of Knipex pliers, Makita socket rails. Those look like the either the 3/8 size, I assume. I don't know if Makita has 1/2 inch in those, but those are probably 3/8. Some different crimpers. Let's see, some different punches, some hex keys. So again, you can pause, zoom in, and check those out if you want to. Since we're not guessing, I'm not going to go crazy. And again, since I'm doing 2-in-1 video for time purposes. So here's a bunch of drill bits, different bits inside that small Milwaukee case. Here is a numbering, a wire marker dispenser as far as for numbering wires, scale, little razor blade knife, and then a couple, looks like small files. It's kind of what it looks like to me, possibly icon. So here is his MB5B. There's a magnetizer, demagnetizer on the side. There is a little headset, it looks like. So he probably has to wear that around. They probably, the maintenance team probably talks back and forth to each other on those. Here's a chisel set along with some different bits, or bit holders, it looks like. Here's his Klein meter, the CL800. So on the back side, one of those Milwaukee kits is a socket set in the pack out. And then he also has stubby ratchet with foam inserts, and then also a impact driver and regular hammer drill with inserts as well. There's another picture of that. Here's his SC45 small pouch and the inside, so he's keeping his vessel in there, some Vera, small Makita sockets. Looks like also a small precision driver from Klein, and a high boom, I think is what that pencil is. So Vera, he's got the bit holder style. That one might have that push button where it pops open and has the bits. Small pair of Cobras. He's also got that Vera small Christmas edition, but his actually has the 4, so he might have bought that, and then he's got the little add-on onto the side over there for the Allen keys hooked into it. So he's got that there. Next picture, there is the top lid opened up on that. More stickers that he's got there. He's got his charger. He's also got the drill holster off to the side as well. Some Klein screwdrivers back there in the back. Those look like possibly the blackout editions. Here's one of the drawers, small ratchet, also screwdriver, some regular bit rails, some different sockets. That little case right there almost looks like my thread measuring kit. I don't know what's inside that. I don't know if we'll see it or not. Klein torpedo level, speed square, some different gloves, tape measure, wire brush. He's got the precision driver mod box set, hammer, different pliers, another piece of the Vera. So he bought the whole entire Vera. He's got that little small precision driver add-on as well. So he's got several things that work with that Vera tool check, like the I forget what they're calling that, the modular set or whatever it is. He's got several different things for that. Next picture, so he's using some of his pack out inserts, icon possibly over there on that set, but maybe not, might be something else. Actually, I think it might be something else because I think the icon's red. It's kind of like doesn't have those dashes in it. Detacher tool for chain sizes. He's got chain connecting tools. More of the Vera stuff inside of there. He's got the little hinge. He's got a Milwaukee bit set, something from Vessel there, different stuff. And then here is that last picture, because this was the bag where, like I said, I knew those tools were somewhere. So this is how he's got his MB5B loaded out with the tools that we saw on that tray a little bit ago. That's the last picture. So we'll go on back. I'll show you that picture again, and you can zoom in and check out some of those if you want to. It would end up being a lot farther back than I remember. Let's see, that one right there. So those are the tools that are inside that MB5B of his loadout. Everything else is that US General cart, different stages of it, whether it's a shelf, whether it's in a drawer, whether it's in the pack out on the backside. All those things are all within that US General cart. And there is the sides of it. And then there's that first picture where we started out. But another nice reload from Mario Flores. Again, back in episode 73, he told us he was industrial maintenance in a milk processing plant. So that's what he does. There's his US General cart. There's his MB5B, his SC45. Lots of nice tools in there. Lots of Knipex, Vessel, all sorts of things that I use. So I really like to see those. But I was really interested. You know, I've been building out that Sight Runner cart, trying to figure out different ways to put things on there. And I just like looking at carts these days to see how people are adding things on, how it's working out for them. So that's really good to see, in my opinion. Again, appreciate Banana Havoc for sending in your last loadout. Appreciate you, Tools with Tim. Appreciate you, Mario Flores, for the reload episode. So again, we can always learn something from any loadout, in my opinion. I love watching loadout videos. So hopefully you got something out of it. If you've got questions for any of them, drop it in the comments below. As always, I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you on the next video.